sacred water. Bridget of the 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 sacred waters. Bridget of the sacred waters. Cleanse us, bless us, heal us, renew us, guide us, inspire us. Bridget of the sacred waters, Bridget of the sacred waters. Cleanse us, bless us, heal us, renew us, guide us, inspire us. Bridget of the sacred waters, cleanse us, bless us, renew us, heal us, inspire us, renew us, bless us, guide us, inspire us. Bridget of the sacred waters, cleanse us, bless us, renew us, heal us, inspire us, renew us, bless us, guide us, inspire us. Bridget of the sacred water. 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 Bridget of the sacred waters. Bridget of the sacred waters. Cleanse us, bless us, heal us, renew us. Inspire us. Bridget of the sacred waters. 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 Bridget of the sacred waters.
Hello and blessed Imbolc. All right, just doing a little sound check to make sure that everyone can see and hear me. I see Laura's out there. You are looking and sounding great. Nice to see you. Mark is here from Wisconsin saying, hi, Celia. This is wonderful. It looks like we are live and we are ready to begin. Tina's here. Yay, she made it. Julia's here saying, hey, if you would type to us and let us know where you are watching in from, that would be wonderful. I am currently in Arizona in a town called Peoria, and that is in the Phoenix area. So that is where I am physically. Where are you physically tuning in for this Imbolc Bridget healing celebration? Guptabla is here. Cariel is here, Michigan. We're hearing from, oh, it's happening really fast. It's hard. We're Cleveland, Ohio, Holly, New York. They're going so fast. Fort Myers, Florida. Welcome, Kimmy. Excellent. Mount Shasta, California. It's happening too fast. I can't read them, which is wonderful. Wonderful. Yes, please let us know where you're tuning in from. We are hosting this concert this evening on several different platforms. You might be watching on YouTube. You might be watching on Facebook in one of the wonderful groups. We have the Bridget's Grove group. Hello. We have the Way of Bridget group with Regina. Hello. Most of you folks are in Newfoundland. I love Newfoundland. And we have the Sanctuary of Bridget folks. And we also have the Goddess Without Borders wonderful group. So wherever you are watching in from, you are welcome here. So we're just getting ready to begin. It looks like we have someone from Miami. Wonderful. Now, sometimes it gives me the chat, but it doesn't tell me your name. So I apologize if I happen to look up and read something and it doesn't have your name. That I'm hoping to fix at some point in the future. So welcome, and blessed Imbolc, and blessed Bridget's Day. This is such a wonderful thing to share with you, especially today on February 2nd, Bridget's Day. We're going to do a lot of wonderful things together, a lot of music. We're going to call in the directions and call in the different energies of Bridget. We will light the flame of Bridget, which I lit personally from the fire of Bridget in Solus Bridey in Kildare. We will light our candles together. If you don't have your candle with you, please go get it. And if you don't have one, it's okay too. We will light Bridget's flame. We'll do a Bridget's flame becoming the flame meditation. We will also have some chants for healing. So if you have someone in your life or you yourself would like some Bridget healing energy towards you, sent to you, think about that. You don't need to type it to me now. We'll do that later. And we will be lighting some candles for healing and dipping them in the sacred water of the Bridget's Well from Kildare, as well as water from the Chalice Well in Glastonbury. Just checking to see if you can hear me well. Is it clear enough for everyone? Welcome from North Carolina. Excellent. John's here from Phoenix. We have Cedar here from Albuquerque. Wonderful. I just love looking up and seeing all these wonderful people that I've met on the road over the years, and we're here together. I wish we could be in one room together because I've met so many amazing people, and I wish you could all meet each other. But you are meeting each other, and feel free to connect with each other in the chat. It makes me so happy when my fans become friends, and they become friends of each other, and they're friends of mine, and we grow our tribe. So let us begin. Take a few deep and cleansing breaths. Arrive here, present, now, in this moment. Whatever has happened up until this point today, you can let it go, because we're going to take a deep dive into Brigid. Brigid the goddess, Brigid the saint, the healer, the poet, the creatrix. She is the supporter of fertility and childbirth and so much more, healing, of course. Many of you know that I do something called looping. I'm going to be doing quite a bit of that in this concert, and because it takes a long time to build loops, I've built some loops in advance. So you will hear a lot of Celia's voices. That's all happening live and in real time, aside from the bed tracks that I've put down. Let's call in Bridget. Another deep and cleansing breath. Brigid, we are calling for you. We are calling for you. We are calling for you to be here with us now. Bridget, Brigid. We are calling for you. We are calling for you. We are calling for you to be here with us now. Right here, Bridget, Bridget, Bridget. We are calling for you. We are calling for you. We are calling to be here with us now. Bridget, be here with us now. Join us on our journey as we deepen into this moment, now. As we deepen into our healing, as we deepen into our presence, and as we shine our light ever more bright, Bridie, Bridget, Brigid, and from all your many different names, we call you here to be with us now. Bridget of the North, Bridget of the North from the earth, in this time of new beginnings and renewal and springtime and new buds and lambs being born, the melting of the snow and the bringing in of new life. Brigid of the earth, we welcome you. Brigid of the east, bring your pure, clean air of inspiration into our lungs. Ignite our imaginations in inspiration. Brigid of new beginnings, Brigid of the east, be here with us now. Oh, Brigid of the south, bring your flame to us, warming us and kindling our hearts. Brigid of the south, allow your fire to melt away all that no longer serves, and in its place, bring a sense of love, peace, and connectedness. Brigid of the south, be here with us now. And Brigid of the west, your healing water so pure and so clean that we bring into our bodies, and you heal us with your life energy. Brigid of the west, of new beginnings, please be here with us now. And Brigid of above, Brigid of the heavens, Brigid is known as the exalted one, and Brigid of the fiery sun, for you are a sun goddess. Please bring your warmth and bring new life in this time of spring. Bring this heat and this energy into our world. Brigid of above, we welcome you. Be here with us now. And Brigid of below, down deep into the center of the earth, in the deepest, darkest, womb-like space where creation happens. We call in the darkness where we birth forth our imaginings. For we need the darkness to see your candle flame shine. Brigid of below, we welcome you. Be here with us now. And Brigid in our hearts, we welcome you within us. You have come to be around us and above us and below us, and we now call you to be within us, in our hearts, in the center, in the core of our soul. Brigid, Brigid of our hearts, welcome and be here with us now. Brigid, be here with us. We welcome you. And we also welcome any other guides, spirits, light beings, any angels, any ancestors that would like to join us for this celebration, helpful spirits. We invite all the elements, earth, air, fire, water, wood, and metal. We invite all plant medicine beings and all animal medicine beings. We invite all mystical and magical creatures to join us and be here with us now in this powerful time of rebirth and new beginnings. And I invite you to welcome in any special spirits, energies, beings that are true for you, any of your guides. Take a moment, if you will, and bring them into the circle with us as well. Brigid, we welcome you. We welcome all of your healing and all of your centeredness and all of your passion and all of your creativity. We welcome your peace. We welcome your poetry. We call for you. Be here with us. Be here with us. Be here with us. Be here with us. Be here in us. Be here Brigid, Bridie, Bridget.
We are calling for you. We are calling for you to be here with us now. Your faithfulness as you tend your flame. We bless your beauty as we sing your holy name. We bless your healing waters flowing from your heart. We bless your wisdom as you remind us who we are. Thank you, Bridget, for joining us. Your beautiful healing energy. And welcome to those who are joining us just now. And as we have called for Brigid, she also calls for us. For it is time for us to step into our power. It is time for us to embody all of the qualities of Brigid. It's not for her to do for us. She supports us. But she is calling us to step forward and become all that we truly, truly are.
you hear the call? Do you feel the call? Because she's calling. She is calling loud and clear. Do you hear the sound of the goddess calling for you? Do you hear the sound of the goddess calling up for you? Do you hear the sound of the goddess cry? Can you feel your heart cracking open wide? Do you hear the sound of the goddess calling for you? She is calling for you, child. She is calling for you. Come away on the wind to the wild. She is calling for you. She is calling for you, child. So what will you do when you hear her call for you? Do you hear the sound of her ocean's roar calling for you? Do you hear the sound of her ocean's roar calling for you? Do you hear the sound of her ocean's roar? Can you feel your heart crying out for more? Do you hear the sound of her ocean's roar calling for you? The sound of her gentle breezes calling for you. Do you hear the sound of her gentle breezes calling for you? Do you hear the sound of her gentle breeze? Can you feel your heart pull you to your knees? Do you hear the sound of her gentle breezes calling for you? She is calling for you, child. She is calling for you. Come away on the wind to the wild. She is calling for you. She is calling for you, child. So what will you do when you hear her call for you? Do you hear the sound of her warming fires calling for you? Do you hear the sound of her warming fires calling for you? Do you hear the sound of her warming fires? Can you feel your heart bursting with desire? Can you hear the sound of her warming fires calling for you? Can you hear the sound of her roots and rocks calling for you? Do you hear the sound of her roots and rocks calling for you? Do you hear the sound of her roots and rocks? Can you hear the sound of your heart unlock? Do you hear the sound of her roots and rocks calling for you? She is calling for you, child. She is calling for you. She is calling for you, child. She is calling for you. She is calling for you, child. So what will you do when you hear her call for you? Do you hear the sound of the goddess calling for you? Do you hear the sound of the goddess calling for you? Do you hear the sound of the goddess cry? Can you feel your heart cracking open wide? Do you hear the sound of the goddess calling for you? Thank you. That was perfect timing because just at the last moment that I hit the drum, which apparently wasn't even on, I don't know if you heard the drum at all, the microphone dropped to the floor. So give me a moment. I'm glad the microphone actually wasn't on because it would have been very, very, very loud in your ears. I'll check your comments in just a moment. I'm seeing beautiful and applause. The said microphone. It happens every once and again. It happens every once and again. Oh, let's turn that reverb down a little bit and get Celia a little bit more human now. Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it looks like I was a little white there for a second. Welcome. Welcome. We've called Bridget in. She is powerful. I can feel it. There's a lot of heat in this room right now. Yes, the queen herself, Celia Farran. Who said that? Julia Jake is here. Anna said wonderful. Julia is clapping. I have some folks saying hello from Humboldt County, Northern. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, I'm going to have to focus on getting this on my drum and not looking up because it's a little complex. So I want to say that a lot of folks know me as being doing a lot of spiritual work and music and also doing a lot of comedy. The comedy is not going to come out quite so much this evening. We will have a little fun towards the end, but this is really more devotional and connecting to Bridget. And so the next thing that we are going to do is prepare to light Bridget's flame. So I had this I have a wee candle, a tiny wee candle, that has made itself gone missing. The fairies have been here. The fairies have been here, and that wee candle has gone missing. But never fear, we have, found it. This wee candle right here. I bought this candle in Limavady, Northern Ireland, with the intent of going to Bridget's well in Kildare, Ireland, and going to her fire temple and lighting this candle at the Solus Bridey Center, which is what I did. So this candle right here was lit from the flame of the Brigidine sisters at Solus Bridey Center. Some of you out there may have a candle that was also lit. Perhaps you yourself lit it, or it was gifted to you. These are very powerful, powerful little sticks of light. What I did earlier was I lit both of these two candles behind me with this candle to make things just a little easier. So the wick of this candle and the energy of the flame from the Solus Bridey Center and Bridget's flame herself from Kildare, Ireland, has been transferred to the wicks of these candles behind me. We're not going to light the candles just yet, but what I invite you to do is to center in and to call into your mind and your heart what it is that you are intending at this time. This is spring, beginning, a new beginning, bringing forth new life. If you're in the northern hemisphere, I understand that if you're in the southern hemisphere, you are having Lunasa right now. And we'll definitely do something for that later in the year. So bring forward what you are wanting to bring forward. Whether you would like better health, If you would like more vibrancy or energy, if you would like a new job, a new way to bring more financial abundance into your life, if you'd like to deepen your relationship with yourself and with others, if you would like to experience life on a deeper level, whatever is true for you and is wanting to come forward, bring that now, and we're going to put that intention into our candles. So that's just a little feeling into that for yourself, so that when we do light our candles, you can do it with some juice. I am going to create some music for us to do the candle lighting with. Then we will light our candles together. Then I invite you to join us in a meditation of becoming the flame of Bridget. And then we'll close out with a little more music. And then we'll have more music, we'll have a home blessing, we'll do the healing as well. But during this section, we're just focusing on igniting Bridget's flame. So if you have your candle, please have it in front of you with a way to light it. All right. Give me a moment while I prepare the music for the next section. All right. So out there watching is a wonderful group called The Way of Brigid, which is run by my dear friend and sister Regina in Newfoundland, Canada. Welcome, welcome. And Regina's been doing a wonderful blessing of Brigid all this week, 10 days prior to Imbolc. And she did, when she lit the flame, she said, "In Bridget's name, I light the flame." And that found its way into this song, which I wrote in 2016 or 17, and I finally recorded it, and it is now available. I'll tell you more about that later. So I had it saying, in Bridget's, we sing your name, but I changed it after I was inspired by Regina to, in Bridget's name, we light the flame, because this song is called Eternal Flame. In Bridget's name, we light the 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 flame. So I now invite you to bring your candle before you, for we are going to light our candles together with the power of the flame of Bridget. Are you ready? Are you strong in intention? Is your intention potent and focused and clear and also gently held? I invite you to bring to mind your intention for your new beginning as we light Bridget's flame. In Bridget's name, we light the 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 flame. We light the flame. In Bridget's name, we light the flame. We light the flame. In Bridget's name, we light the flame. We light the flame. In Bridget's name, we light the flame. In Bridget's name, we light the flame. Nice deep breath for all of us lighting our flames, our Bridget flames together, for we are powerful alone and we are unstoppable when connected. Now with this powerful Bridget flame before us, I invite you to change up your breathing a little bit for this meditation. So wherever you are, find yourself seated in a comfortable place or laying down or standing. And if you are one of those people who's multitasking during this, it's okay. You know what's right for you. All I ask is you just bring some presence to this moment. So let's focus on some breathing. I invite you to, on your inhale through your nose, and inhale as if you are breathing up this intention and the potency of Bridget's flame. And on the exhale, breathing out with pursed lips as if blowing sweetly and serenely on hot coals or embers of a fire in order to grow it and glow it. So your inhale will probably be shorter than your exhale. And directing that out breath in growing that fire and that flame. Now I invite you to look at your candle, gaze into the flame for a few moments. Focusing on this new breathing, you will find a pattern that works perfectly for you. And when you're ready, close your eyes and bring the imagining of that flame that you just looked at physically into your mind. Exhale slowly and sweetly. And on your next inhale, I would like you to imagine that this flame is going down into the earth as if it is roots, almost like hot lava, down deep into the earth, like roots of a tree, but fiery and sparkly. And these roots grow down deep into the earth, and they find themselves right below the place where you are in this moment. And they are just below you, flickering, warm, kind, loving flames. And this is a flame that does not burn. It only heals. It only soothes. It only calms and ignites inspiration. On your next inhale in, I invite you to draw that flame up through your root chakra, up into your being. And as you do so, this flame warms and melts away anything in this lower chakra that might be resistant, or might feel rigid, or might feel stuck. Bridget will take this from you, and in its place, this warm, healing energy connecting you to your root and also to the roots of all here as tribe. Nice, slow, sweet exhales onto the hot coals and embers to grow the potency of that flame. And on your next inhale, whenever that is right for you, draw that flame up into your belly. This is the creative womb space. Whether you are male, female, whether you have a womb or not, this is the creative dark belly. Allow this flame to soften and soothe any parts that might have tension or resistance, any hurts, any pains. Allow this flame to melt it away and replace it with this creative fire that can bring forth new life. And on your next inhale, draw this fire up into your solar plexus, into the core of your being. This is your I am of your beingness. This is your sovereignty. This is your power. This is where action meets intention and creation happens. This is where you become a force of nature, and this fire comes up into this space and melts away any moments that have happened up until now that stopped you from fully standing in your power. This flame warms and ignites, melts away and brings forth new energy for new beginnings, for new action. Slow, sweet, serene breaths out onto those coals to bring potency to that fire. And on your next inhale, whenever that may be for you, whatever is true for you, draw that flame from your power center up into your heart, your big, bold, beautiful heart, and allow it to warm and soften and grow and glow. Any past hurts, any past trauma, simply melt away with this warm, healing, wondrous fire. And in the place of all that was left, love, healing, kindness, compassion, openness, feeling this space in your chest open and expand with the fiery flame of Bridget herself. And on your next inhale in, whenever that is true for you, draw these fiery flames that are quickening up into your throat chakra and allow them to warm and grow and glow into your space of expression. This is your voice. This is where you speak in truth. This is where you are heard truly, deeply, clearly. In any moments when you felt like you were not heard or seen or acknowledged are melted away by this beautiful Bridget flame. And in its place, your capacity to speak your truth, to express yourself, your feelings, your joy, your rage, your sweetness, and your ferocity all come through your voice. And Bridget's flame blesses your voice now. Those exhales slowly, sweetly breathing into the embers to create potency in this beautiful fire, this beautiful flame, that on your next inhale, you will draw up into the center of your mind. This is your inspiration. This is the fire in your head. This is the energy that allows you to believe and think anything that is true for you and make it so. Let Bridget's flame melt away any thoughts, any beliefs that no longer serve you, any untruths that you took on as your own, any programming or patterns that no longer serves you. Bridget is melting this away with her beautiful flame. And in its place, new vision, new seeing, new dreams and desires brought into the form. For Bridget's flame, everything is possible. And on your next inhale in, draw this fire in the head up through the top of your head into your crown. And this fire takes the shape of a crown with dignity and royalty and grace. For you are worthy and you are deserving and you are pure Bridget energy. Those exhales breathing sweetly into those hot coals and bringing that potency of your crown and your connection to spirit up beyond your head, connecting above into the heavens, to the sun itself, to Bridget's fire, Bridget's sun, this warming energy that is bringing the earth to life once again. Connected from root to the heavens with Bridget's flame as we embody all of her sacred qualities. And I invite you to take a few moments sinking into this breath and scan any parts of your centers in your body or your energy field that might want more melting or more passion or more potency. Take a few moments for yourself to find those spaces and nourish them with Bridget's flame. Becoming the flame of Bridget. We are becoming Bridget's flame. We are Bridget's flame. We are the light. We are the flame of Bridget. And I invite you to take some deep and cleansing breaths and allow that breath pattern to just drop away. Deep and cleansing breaths and wiggling your fingers and your toes, finding yourself back into this space of movement in your body, finding yourself sitting in your chair or standing or whatever position you're in. Deep and cleansing breaths, and when you are ready, and you will know when you are ready, bring yourself back to this space. Open your eyes, gaze at Bridget's flame in your own way and in your own time. In Bridget's name, we are the flame. In Bridget's name, we are the flame. In Bridget's name, we light the flame. In Bridget's name, light the flame in Bridget's name. We light the flame in Bridget's name. We light the flame in Bridget's name. We light the flame. Oh, Bridie, Bridget. Oh, Bridie, Bridget. Oh, Bridie, Bridget. You radiant fire of the sun. Oh, Bridie, Bridget, exalted one. Break golden quickening flame. Shine your blessings on us from the other world. You radiant fire of the sun. Oh, Bridie, Bridget. Bridie, Bridget. Bridie, Bridget. You radiant power of the sun. Oh, Bridie, excellent, exalted one. Break golden quickening flame. Shine your blessings on us from the other world. You radiant fire of the sun. Oh, Bridie, excellent, exalted one. Break golden quickening flame. Shine your blessings on us from the other world. You radiant fire of the sun. Oh, Bridie, Bridget. Bridie, Bridget. Bridie, Bridget. Bridie, Bridget. Oh, Bridie, excellent, exalted one. Break golden quickening flame. Shine your blessings on us from the other world. You radiant fire of the sun. You radiant fire of the sun. You radiant fire of the sun. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I am so pleased that you are all here with me and all here together. I hope you enjoyed the meditation and that you're back and that we are connecting again here on the screen. Richard is saying beautiful, Guptabla is saying full of beauty, Julie's saying woohoo, Peggy is giving clapping. Thank you so, so, so much. I want to acknowledge a wonderful lady named Erin who wrote the lyrics of that last song. Well, she adapted them from 11th century poem. She posted them many years ago in a Bridget flame tending group, and I, like I do, immediately hear a melody and brought that melody forward. So I really want to acknowledge Erin Aurelia for those wonderful, wonderful words that are from an 11th century. Did you get that? An 11th century poem. I don't know. That just seems really cool to me. Really, really super, super cool. So moving right along, I know a lot of folks follow Bridget, and some of you may have had no idea about Bridget, Goddess Bridget, or Saint Bridget before this moment with us together now. And I don't have time to go into all the things that are Bridget. There are lots and lots of places online where you can go do some research. But one of the things I love about Bridget is that she is a goddess and a saint. So she really bridges between religions. And she is a wonderful icon for pure love, not taking sides or judgment or this way is right or wrong. Bridget is just simply Bridget. She's a powerful, powerful feminine presence. That is one of the many things that I love about Bridget. I also love that she is a Celtic woman, and I resonate very strongly with her because in a lot of the images of Bridget, she is depicted as a fair-skinned, long-haired, red-headed lass. So I kind of feel connected to her in that way, almost in an ancestral way. So I'd like to do a song for you now, which is called Ancestor Goddess Brigid. Let me get that ready for you. And by all means, chat to each other. And you know what would be really sweet? I imagine some of you are out there thinking, you know who would love this? My friend so-and-so would really love this. Feel free to tag them and invite them to join us. Now, if you're in a private group, then that person will have to join that group before they can watch in that group. But don't make that stop you from inviting them. They'll just have to get approved into the group, maybe answer a few questions, and then they'll be right here with us. So feel free to tag friends if you think, wow, this would be great for so-and-so, and we will be doing a bunch of healing energy soon. So if you know folks who need healing, invite them as well. All right. You are my meditation, you are my ancestor, Goddess Brigid. You are my inspiration, you are my meditation, you are my ancestor, Goddess Brigid. I got lost along my way, and I need you to guide me. Oh, Brigid, come to me, for I need you inside me. I got lost in my own heart, and I need you here now. You are my inspiration, you are my meditation, you are my ancestor, Goddess Brigid. You are my inspiration, you are my meditation, you are my ancestor, Goddess Brigid. And I feel you, I feel you in my veins. And I hear you, I hear You are my meditation, you are my ancestor, Goddess Brigid. You are my inspiration, you are my meditation, you are my ancestor, Goddess Brigid. Wow. Thank you all so much for being here and for sharing with me in these messages and with Bridget and her energy. I want you to know that everything that I'm singing is recorded, so there are lots of songs on Bandcamp that are all Name Your Price right now, including the Bridget Songs compilation, and I'm very excited to let you know that yesterday I recorded the Eternal Flame song that we used for the meditation and for kindling the flame of Bridget. That is available on the Bridget's compilation, which is on my Bandcamp page. There should be a little ticker tape below that will give you the Bandcamp link, and maybe somebody out there can share the links if you have them. So yes, all of this music is recorded, and if all goes well and the feed is good, I can make this available as an audio as well. So I'm crossing my fingers that these live versions will be available as well. Cedar is saying, thank you for sharing your love of Bridget. I think it went away. Somebody's replying to Beverly. So wonderful to feel your energy, Mary is saying. And Anna is, thank you, Anna is sharing the Eternal Flame link. So it's up there now. If you are in the chat, you can click on that. And the chat will be, this will all be here later. So if you want to revisit some of this, if you want to use the meditation again, this will be available for replay wherever you're watching it. So you can save your little video and you can come back to it at any time. So there will be a replay in case you missed something, or if you wanted to tag someone who couldn't be here, they can watch it in the future. All right, it's time to get a little more rhythmic, and it's time to charge my iPad. Give me a moment. I realize that I'm at 4% battery, and Bridget has not actually created the connection yet to bring the flame into the electricity so that this will keep going. So I am going to need to rely on some power from the wall. Give me one moment, please. Actually, I will play you a little bit of music so there's no dead air. I'll be right back. Hilarious. Did you hear what just happened? I actually recorded that into the loop. Be right back. It'll come around again. It's funny. I'll be right back. See? It kind of startled me because I thought, where's that coming from? Be right back. In Bridget's name. That would have ended badly if I had not had that power for there. So thank you for your patience as I bring some juice to my iPad, which we're going to need for this next song. Now, I've written lots of Bridget songs, and everything that I'm sharing is either... Be right back. Be right back. Is either an original song or a co-write with someone. So all of it is recorded as well. I will be also, if I can focus on it, I will be recording the Home Blessing, which I'll be doing later, and putting it on that Name Your Price compilation. And I keep the Bridget songs Name Your Price because I always add a song, and some people already have all the songs, so then they can just pay for what they want to pay for that one song. So I like to do it that way. All right. The very first Bridget song that I ever wrote is called Bridget's Song. Funny that, isn't it? Who's saying you have the... My Irish Mike is saying, you have the power. I always knew you did. I have a really funny story about that I do not have time for, but maybe I'll tell you in the future about my mother saying that to me once. In a really funny situation. Okay, focus. Oh, yes. Let's see. Let me get the looper ready for this, because this is a looped song. Sorry how it turns me into a ghost, the lighting does. If I put my hand up here, it usually focuses again. If I put, yeah. I don't know how to fix that, aside from getting lots more, expensive camera equipment and maybe a crew. But right now I'm doing everything by myself here. All right. Goddess Bridget. This is the first song I ever wrote for Bridget. A lot of people know it because it's been very popular on YouTube. And you're welcome to go listen to it there as well, or download it yourself. Here we go. Goddess Bridget, Goddess Bridget, peace weaver, healer, poet, queen, melt the snow and bring in the spring. Saint Bridget, gold bender, keeper of the flame. Blessed Imbolc, we sing your name. 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 Goddess Bridget, keeper of the flame. Goddess Bridget, peace weaver, healer, poet, queen. Melt the snow and bring in the spring. Saint Bridget, gold bender, keeper of the flame. Blessed Imbolc, we sing your name. 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 Goddess Bridget, keeper of the flame. Goddess Bridget, peace weaver, healer, poet, queen. Melt the snow and bring in the spring. Saint Bridget, gold bender, keeper of the flame. Blessed Imbolc, we sing your name. 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 Goddess Bridget, keeper of the flame. Goddess Bridget, peace weaver, healer, poet, queen. Melt the snow and bring in the spring. Saint Bridget, gold bender, keeper of the flame. Blessed Imbolc, we sing your name. 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 Goddess Bridget, keeper of the flame. Bridget, so beautiful. Bridget, so powerful. People of all paths will gather round to sing your name. Bridget, so beautiful. Bridget, so powerful. People of all paths will gather round to sing your name. Goddess Bridget, peace weaver, healer, poet, queen. Melt the snow and bring in the spring. Saint Bridget, gold bender, keeper of the flame. Blessed Imbolc, we sing your name. flame. Goddess Bridget, keeper of the 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 flame. Goddess Bridget, so beautiful, Bridget, so powerful. People of all paths will gather round to sing your name. Bridget, so beautiful, Bridget, so powerful. People of all paths will gather round to sing your name. Bridget, keeper of the flame. People of all paths will gather round to sing your name. Bridget, so beautiful, Bridget, so powerful. People of all paths will gather round to sing your name. Bridget, so beautiful, Bridget, so powerful. People of all paths will gather round to sing your name. Fiery, fiery, fiery. Woohoo. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it come up through me. Wonderful. So Tiny Venturing is here saying, making you want to just get up and dance. Nelson Ray Miles, can you look up to the Blossom theme song? And okay, I'll have to read that later. And by the way, I will read all of your comments later. Normally, I can do a better job of that because I'm focusing more on just, songs and entertainment, but these are a little deeper, and I have to focus on what I'm doing. Brian is saying clap, clap, clap. And Lynn Marie is saying, replying to Mary, you guys are having a conversation. I'll stay out of it. All right. So it is time to move from the fire aspect of Brigid to the water. And if you've ever been to Ireland and a lot of the Celtic nations, there are lots of bodies of water, springs and wells that are known as Brigid wells. And they are known for their healing properties and their healing qualities. And I've had people ask, like when I did my last trip to Ireland, I had them ask, well, can you share your itinerary with us? And I said, no, I can't. Not because I don't want to, it's that I have no idea sometimes where I was or how I got there. A lot of times, my big plan was to just get in the car, drive, and look for signs that looked interesting, and then go there. And anytime I saw Bridget's well, that's where the car would go. And I went to many different wonderful places, including the St. Bridget's Church in Drum, Ireland, and I'll talk about that later. And I wrote this song called Bridget's Well. So we're going to be moving into the healing section of the event this evening. So I want you to bring to mind whatever healing that you are wanting, or healing that you would like for others, or for the planet, or for the well-being of animals, whatever have you. We'll focus on that soon. I'm also going to tune this up for you real quick because I imagine that Louise, and that is my guitar's name, is being affected by the lights and the heat in here. Oh, she's doing pretty good. She gave me a scare right before the concert. She wasn't working. I was like, oh, Louise, she just needed some more juice. So I think batteries are kind of an issue right now, or not. It's not an issue. It's just something that's presenting itself as an opportunity. So we're up to 6% now on the iPad. That's because I've been using it. Okay, we'll turn it off now. All right. This song is also on the Bridget song compilation. So when you go to Ireland and you see all these wells, there are usually altars set up there, and there are prayer flags that have been tied onto trees, and there are pictures of loved ones left on the altars, and there are rosaries, and there are crutches that have been left behind because of the healing waters. People come from all over to give their devotion to Brigid for healing. And we have some water from the Brigid's well in Kildare that I've combined with the water from the Chalice well in Glastonbury, and that's what we'll be using for our healing ceremony coming up next. Make your way to the sacred well where Bridget and her sisters dwell. Bring your worries and your concerns to the healing waters and the fire that burns. Let it all go, surrender your heart for the goddess to unfold. Let it all go, release your woes to the flame that burns and the water that flows. Make your way to the sacred flame where Bridget and her sister... Nope, I have to start over. Make your way to the sacred flame where saint and goddess share the name of Bridget, blessing our sons and daughters by the fire that burns and the healing waters. Let it all go, surrender your heart for the goddess to unfold. Let it all go, release your woes to the flame that burns and the water that flows. Let it all go, let it all go, surrender your heart for the goddess to unfold. Let it all go, release your woes to the flame that burns and the water that flows. To the flame that burns and the water that flows. To the flame that burns and the water that flows. Thank you. You know, the lyric I love the best in that song is, surrender your heart for the goddess to unfold. That has come to me many times in moments when I needed just that. All right, we are at the moment where we're focusing on healing. Give me just a second to drink some of my tea. So as I mentioned before, what we'll be doing is lighting these candles over here. And I have all of these different prayer, healing, blessing requests. I don't have a printer, so they're all handwritten. They have been sitting on the altar being charged, not just with the altar energy, but I want to share something with you back in June, I started using a little device called a Healy. Some of you may have heard of it. And it has really changed my world and helped me so much with my health, with my sleeping, with pain, with calmness in the mind, with musculature, with skin, all different things. Because all these different frequencies are in this little device, which is portable. And so the frequencies can be sent remotely, or you can hook yourself up to the little wristbands and things like that. I typically don't. I usually do it remotely. And so for the last few days, I've been sending healing frequencies with the Healy, which looks like this. I'll do it over here. It looks like that. And it's run by my phone. And so I've been sending healing frequencies to the altar. So anything that's on the altar is getting charged with those healing frequencies. And when I started the show, I was sending frequencies to myself so that those frequencies come through my voice to you. So there's a lot of cool stuff happening here in the unseen world of energy and frequencies. So everything that was on the altar, including these, were being imbued with those frequencies. If you're interested in this, I'm not going to talk more about the Healy, but if you're interested in it, I can tell you more about it if you want to private message me later. And if you don't know me and you're like, oh, I can't possibly private message Celia, oh, just get over it. Just private message me. Feel comfortable connecting with me. We are all tribe, and if you have any like fandom or star stuff, just get rid of it, because we're just in this together. So that's what I did with the Healy, and again, if you want to learn more about that, contact me. So what I plan to do is each one of these cards I will light a candle for. There's probably several different people on each card, but it will be here all night if we do each and every one for each and every candle. And then when we're done with these, if we have the opportunity to do some more, I'll take your healing from the screen, and I will light candles for them. But regardless, there will be a point where I'll ask you to type in the healings, and I'll read them all later, and we'll also send energy to everyone who needs healing, even though we can't necessarily light a candle for them. So not yet. Don't type them to me yet, because I won't be able to see them, but we will have a section for that. So the next thing I want to do is get some music happening, because I need a little musical break. So I'm going to let Celia sing to you as a recording. And I'm going to play for you a piece called Fall into Bliss, which I recorded on my Letting Go album, which is also on Bandcamp, if you want to check that out. So we'll play this music while we do these blessings. And for those of you who are visual, the Letting Go album looks like this on Bandcamp, or I believe it's on CD Baby and other places as well. So that's what this song is from. It's not a song, I suppose, it's a meditation. Those albums are, Letting Go and Shaman Journey are a little more meditative than some of my other stuff. All right. So, some cleansing breaths, some grounding, bringing healing energy for all beings in need. And I haven't practiced this, so we're going to see how this goes. All of these candles that are in the sand have already been dipped in the water. And here is the water, which is half of it is from Bridget's well in Kildare, and the other half is from Glastonbury well, the Chalice well in Glastonbury. So this is the water that I've dipped the ends of the candles into, not the lighting end, the other end. We ask for Bridget healing, and I light this candle for Liz, who is asking for health, a recent surgery for her best friend's mother, who gets out of the hospital who's getting recently for best friend's mother who's getting out of the hospital, or to get out of the hospital. See, these are handwritten. For health of the recent surgery for her best friend's mother to get out of the hospital, and for finances to improve. And I think it's Naomi. Her mother is having knee surgery and is praying for a speedy recovery. Pardon me for if I butcher names or if I speak a gender incorrectly, because I'm not always sure what gender people are. I got 2 in 1. I lit one. I don't know if you can see that. This is from what Molly saw on Instagram. That's the handle name. Healing for her mother who has dementia and is recovering from a broken hip and other challenges. So healing for anyone who's dealing with broken bones, any challenges with joints, any challenges with pain and with healing. And for Kristen, for overcoming depression and for learning to love self. I love that. And for Kristen's mother, Cheryl, recently diagnosed with cancer. And for Kristen's husband, Ryan, who has had a recent heart transplant. And for her son, Hugo, I love this. May he have a beautiful, creative life. Isn't that sweet? We will light Bridget's flame. These are a little close together. I might get kissed by the fire a little bit here. This is for Rat Girl, whose wife is recovering from spinal fusion surgery. And we have healing for Taz from Instagram, healing for his or her great niece and family struggling with COVID. From Johnson JK13, children and grandchildren in trying times. And from Michelle C, healing for self. We call in Bridget's blessing. This candle is for healing for Sandra, recovering from 2 different back surgeries. For Anne, who has an elderly friend recovering from broken femur, and for Anne herself to remain healthy and unaffected by COVID. And several names we're going to light this candle for as well. Zena, Sky, Clara, Anne, Vanessa, Ange, Charlie, Brenda, Bob, Nancy, and Christine. We light this flame in Bridget's name. This candle is lit for healing, for Progress is Possible on Instagram, for ancestral healing, blessings on both mother's side and father's side of the family, and for a friend suffering from self-worth and trusting intuition. Beautiful. This is from Cobalt Quilter for a friend in recovery post-organ transplant. And from Ian, I'm not sure if it's Ian or Owen, for a home blessing. And Tommy would like healing for a better relationship between himself and Jeanette, his mother. In Bridget's name, we light this flame. This candle we light with healing energy for Katrina's sister Kathy and her father, who is 89 years old, who are struggling with corona. This is a blessing from Cinda. She hopes that everyone be safe and that we are able to gather again and enjoy real life social interaction. Agreed. And for Brid, healing for body and for back. And just a side note, Brid and I are in a flame tending group for Bridget, and she gave me also a flame that she lit in Kildare. So this candle is for them. In Bridget's name, we light this flame. I'm not going to attempt to keep the Bridget's cross shape anymore. And if you're out there and you're a person who can be empathic and send energy, by all means, please send energy to these people as well. It helps us all. It helps us all. So this flame we light for Paula from Instagram for health issues and for success in desired occupation. And for Coffee and Witchcraft from Instagram for mother with MS and mother is with MS and living in a nursing facility, and she, I believe it's a she, is in a different country and can't connect with her mother. That I'm sending this candle out to everyone who's having that issue where loved ones are not reachable, oftentimes in elder care facilities. In Bridget's name, we light this flame. This is for Morag, who I happen to know is in Scotland. She says, a blessing to all those who suffer from mental, physical, and spiritual difficulties, especially those I hold in my heart. And for Tina, we're sending energy for Jane Ann, who is in the hospital, I believe, with COVID. In Bridget's name, we light this flame. This is for Nacho Punk Girl from Instagram. For family seeking support in finding a new home and healing for mental illness for self. For Gina, for all who are suffering from the long-term effects of COVID. For Elaine, a blessing of healing strength for all the caregivers who care for family members with dementia. In Bridget's name, we light this flame. This candle is for Doreen. Blessings for all who need strength and good health to achieve their goals. And Doreen's goal is to go to Ireland. We're running out of music, so I'm starting it again. And there has been a request for healing for the earth. I'm going to do another one. No, I'm not. In Bridget's name, we light this flame. This flame we light for Michelle, healing for her ankle and for her pain. Hey, Michelle. Thinking of you. And for Trevor, for a co-worker who recently lost a son, and for Trevor's son who's struggling with mental health issues. In Bridget's name, we light this flame. Getting melty because it's been next to another one. For Irina, blessings for my sustained health and vitality and my little one's health and vigor. For Aaron, healing for persistent insomnia and blessings of prosperity in business and creative endeavors. And for Emma, healing for Emma and for her housemate for depression and anxiety. In Bridget's name, we light this flame. And our last note here, and then we'll take some requests. For Arthur and Paige, for a surgery and for sick with some kind of bug, some kind of flu. Don't think it's COVID. Beth and Allie, strength to overcome alcoholism and needing creative energy and self-love. And for Amy and Paul, addressing health issues and mental health needs. In Bridget's name, we light this flame. if you can see it, but these wonderful blue candles are melting down into the white sand. And these candles I also got from Limavady, Northern Ireland, and traveled with them all the way to Kildare. See if I can get that to come back down. And lit quite a few of them, but these are the ones that I did not light. So we have time for just a few more. So now would be the time to type to me any blessings that you would like to be honored during this time with Bridget's flame. While we're waiting for some of those to come in, because there might be a lag time, I will light a candle for all being affected deeply by the pandemic, by COVID-19, whether it is in health or in the health of a loved one. Oh my goodness. COVID-19, I'm going to say, okay, they're going to come in too fast. So I will read them later. Just know that your blessing is going into this candle right here. Nope, this one's COVID. Next candle. In Bridget's name, we light this flame. I need healing for my earache. Bridget is asking for healing for her earache. In Bridget's name, we light this flame. Comfort and ease for all those affected by COVID-19. Yes, we just did that candle, and I agree, I second that. Blessings for my uncle, cousin, and a dear family, friend, all of whom are struggling with depression and it scrolled away too fast, but for all who are suffering from any mental illness, anxiety, depression, anything that, overthinking, any addiction issues, we're going to light this candle for them. In Bridget's name, we light this flame. Julia is saying, blessings to everyone. Agreed. Blessings to everyone. Blessings for a healed heart and a peaceful mind. I don't know who that is because it's not telling me. It just says Facebook user, but healed heart, peaceful mind. I have to chuckle. It's starting to look like a blue snow cone. Ty is saying, for everyone struggling with finances, paying bills, and family issues. Yeah, for abundance for all. In Bridget's name, we light this flame. And we're going to light one more, because I think that is all that is safe for me to light at this point. And this one is for all healing blessings, all the healing blessings that I was not able to see, all of the desire for abundance, for calmness, centeredness, for sereneness, for peace, for joy, for happiness, for a sense of purpose, for a sense of energy, for vibrant, invigorating choices, for healthy food, for clean water, for fresh, clean air, for roofs over our head and homes, for all that are on the front lines in the pandemic, for all that are putting forward powerful, positive energy and are healing for the caregivers, for the teachers, for the students, for all of the people who are putting their lives on the line every day to make sure that we all are safe. This candle's for everything. In Bridget's name, we light this flame. Bridget, healing blessings to all. May you know peace. May you know love. And may you feel healing. And with the theme of the Brigid waters, we're going to do a song now that is a co-write between myself and Selena Fox. A lot of you might know Selena Fox as the High Priestess of Circle Sanctuary in Barneveld, Wisconsin. She's been a friend for a good long time. And before I do this song, I want to complete one last thing about this healing, and that is that I forgot to dip each one of the new candles in the healing water. So I am going to complete this by dipping my fingers into the healing water and just flicking them onto these candles. So that's what we'll do now as a final healing blessing with the sacred waters. Blessings for healing and peace. Now that I feel complete in that, and I'll anoint myself while I'm here, I'd like to do this song. As I mentioned, it's a co-write with Selena Fox. It is also recorded on the Bridget Songs compilation, which is on Bandcamp. And I think Anna shared that link earlier. Someone else might have shared it as well. Give me one moment while I get the looper ready for this, because this one's looped. Come to think of it, I have never done this song live as a loop. Ever. This will be a debut. Pretty cool, pretty cool. All right. Give me one moment to get a few things set here. Aha, I'm going to need 2 hands for this. One of these days, I'm going to do a whole show for Saraswati and all the different hands and what I could do if I had just a couple of more pairs of hands. Here we go. How's everyone doing with all that healing energy? And the blessings are still coming in. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. And I will read all of your comments later, I promise. Maybe tomorrow, but definitely I will. Bridget of the sacred waters, 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 cleanse us, bless us, heal us, renew us, guide us, inspire us, Bridget of the sacred waters, 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 cleanse us, bless us, heal us, renew us, guide us, inspire us, Bridget of the sacred waters, 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 cleanse us, bless us, heal us, waters cleanse us, cleanse us, bless us, bless us, heal us, heal us, renew us, renew us, guide us, guide us, inspire us, Bridget of the sacred waters, Bridget of the sacred waters, cleanse us, bless us, heal us, renew us, guide us, inspire us, Bridget of the sacred waters, cleanse us, bless us, heal us, renew us, guide us, inspire us, Bridget of the sacred waters, cleanse us, bless us, heal us, renew us, guide us, inspire us, Bridget of the sacred waters, cleanse us, bless us, heal us, renew us, Bridget of the sacred waters, cleanse us, of the sacred waters, cleanse us, renew us, guide us, renew us, guide us, inspire waters, Bridget of the sacred waters, cleanse us, renew us, guide us, inspire us, Bridget of the sacred waters, Bridget of the sacred waters, cleanse us, renew us, guide us, inspire us, guide of the sacred waters, Bridget of the sacred waters, cleanse us, bless us, Bridget of the sacred waters, cleanse us, the sacred waters, cleanse us, renew us, guide us, inspire us, guide of the sacred waters, Bridget of the sacred waters, cleanse us, renew us, guide us, inspire us, Bridget of the sacred waters, Bridget of the sacred waters, cleanse us, renew us, renew us, inspire us, Bridget of the sacred waters, 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 guide us, renew us, guide us, inspire us, Bridget of the sacred waters, guide us, bless us, Bridget of the sacred waters, guide us, renew us, guide us, inspire us, Bridget of the sacred waters, Bridget of the sacred waters, bless us, heal us, renew us, guide us, inspire us, Bridget of the sacred waters, cleanse us, bless us, heal us, renew us, guide us, inspire us, Bridget of the sacred waters, cleanse us, bless us, heal us, renew us, guide us, inspire us, Bridget of the sacred waters, Bridget of the sacred waters, Bridget of the sacred waters, Bridget. Thank you. Again, that is a co-write with Selena Fox, High Priestess of Circle Sanctuary. If you're out there, Selena, thank you so much for all the beautiful, wonderful work that you do with Bridget and for so many years. I was with Selena at an event, a ritual, a healing event at the Parliament of the World's Religions in Salt Lake City. And I was stunned when she asked different people, hundreds of people were there, and she asked them, where are you from? And are you devoted to Bridget? And there were devotees to Bridget from all over the world, and it blew my mind, which is one of the other reasons why I love Bridget as well, because she touches so many people from so many different cultures and so many different traditions. She has so many different traits, so there's something that you will find in Bridget that is what you're needing or wanting or wanting to embody. So blessings to you, Selena. Thank you so much for your friendship and for all the good work that you do in the world. And again, that song is recorded. It's on the Bridget Songs album, and Selena's voice is also on it. Cool story of how the song came to be. I was on Facebook, one of those moments, and Selena's post came up. This was many, many years ago. I'm going to say 2013, maybe 2012. And she was posting something on Imbolc with a poem or a chant to Bridget. It was just words, and I read them, and kind of how it happens, a melody came instantly, and I stopped everything I was doing, and I went into the studio and I recorded this song. And then I told her about it later, and she was thrilled. And then we recorded her voice on it on her back porch in Wisconsin. And then I went back to Arizona, and I got her voice into the mix, and that's how that came to be. It's a wonderful co-creation, and I'm very, very, very blessed to have that connection. All right, we just have seen a lot of love you, much love. Oh, Selena is here. Hi, Selena. Much love, Selena. Thank you so much. Wasn't sure if you were going to be able to tune in because I did get your email about the internet being spotty. So glad you're here. It's time to move on to the home blessing. Let me get that ready. This song also has a really sweet story. I was at St. Bridget's Well in Drum, Ireland. Okay, wait, give me a second here. And there it is. And I was just being in the energy of it, and I don't typically read plaques, the history of a place. I'm usually not so interested in those details as much as I'm interested in the energy and the feeling of a place. But I happened to look at this plaque that was in this wonderful well area with a statue to St. Bridget, and on the plaque it had a home blessing, which is a St. Bridget home blessing. And like it happens sometimes when I read words, melodies come in, and the melody came immediately, and I immediately got my phone out and recorded a video of it, which I posted recently on social media. And then I took the audio off that, and that audio from that is on the Bridget Songs album. And this version that I'm about to share with you, I am hopeful that we'll get a good recording of it. If not, I'll record it again later, and I will add that to the Bridget Songs album very soon. Just checking on our candles. They have all turned into healing energy. That's great. Looks like a bunch of snow cones had a party in the sand. So this is the Bridget home blessing that I'd like to share with you. I did pre-record one of the loops so that it won't take quite so long to do it. So I took the song and then I adapted it for the looper for different parts and harmonies. So wherever you are, and wherever home is, we're going to send healing energy and blessings to our homes. And some of you may be wanting to sell a home. Some of you may be wanting to buy a home or move to a new home or go through your clutter and clear out your home. Or some of you may just need a home. And some of you may just want to bring blessing energy into the home that you already have. I am one of those people who have been geographically untethered for many, many years. And when COVID hit, I am now, I wouldn't say I'm tethered, but I am geographically sheltering in the Phoenix, Arizona area. However, I still do not have a home. So I am sending blessings for myself to manifest a home so that I can ground even more and create more sacred space for myself so that I can do more creations and be of more service to you. So that is what I am praying for. And I'm going to invite you to bless the home space in your heart, whatever roof is over your head or whatever roof you're seeking. This is all encompassing in home and feeling safe and feeling blessed and feeling sheltered and feeling kindred and feeling family. This is the home blessing song that I found on a plaque in Drum, Ireland at a St. Bridget's Well. Bridget, bless the house wherein you dwell. Bless every fireside, every wall and floor. Bless every heart that beats beneath its roof, and every tongue and mind forevermore. Bless every hand that toils to bring joy, and every foot that walks its portal through. My wish for you, my constant prayer. May Bridget bless the home that shelters you. May Bridget bless the house wherein you dwell. Bless every fireside, every wall and floor. Bless every heart that beats beneath its roof, and every tongue and mind forevermore. Bless every hand that toils to bring joy, and every foot that walks its portal through. My wish today, my constant prayer. May Bridget bless the house that shelters you. May Bridget bless the house wherein you dwell. Bless every fireside, every wall and floor. Bless every heart that beats beneath its roof, and every tongue and mind forevermore. Bless every hand that toils to bring joy, and every foot that walks its portal through. My wish today, my constant prayer. May Bridget bless the house that shelters you. May Bridget bless the house wherein you dwell. Bless every fireside, every wall and floor. Bless every heart that beats beneath its roof, and every tongue and mind forevermore. Bless every hand that toils to bring joy, and every foot that walks its portal through. My wish today, my constant prayer. May Bridget bless the house that shelters you. May Bridget bless the house wherein you dwell. Bless every fireside, every wall and floor. Bless every heart that beats beneath its roof, and every tongue and mind forevermore. Bless every hand that toils to bring joy, and every foot that walks its portal through. My wish today, my constant prayer. May Bridget bless the home that shelters you. May Bridget bless the home that shelters you. May Bridget bless the home that shelters you. Bridget, home blessings. I want to thank all of you who have been able to donate for the concert. It really warms my heart. I'm so grateful. And I understand if that is not in your stars right now to donate. Please still feel comfortable being here. And I always love it when you share things or when you tag friends. If you can't put money in the pot of gold, please share with others. Guptabla is saying, check it out here too. Ooh, that's a really long post. I can't read that fast. Mary's saying, so beautiful. All right. Well, it is getting late, and I still have lots of wonderful Bridget songs to share with you. So I think we're going to skip ahead. And I was going to do Everyday Goddess just to kind of get into more of a playful mode, but we'll save that for another time. We're going to just keep this real sweet and blessing and healing and sacred. I do have another song I really want to do. I really want to do it. Tell you what, If we get to the end and there's an encore wanted, I will do that song for the encore. But you're going to have to clap really loud so that I can hear you all the way where I am here in Phoenix, Arizona. Awesome. So this next song I wrote probably when I was on one of my tours, just driving along. Around Imbolc time is typically when I write Bridget songs. And I call it the Brigid Blessing Song. It's also on the Bridget compilation album. See if I can find where we do this, and maybe tune up the guitar a little bit as well. I love all your comments, and I wish I could read them. They scroll by so quickly. But I promise, as I said before, I will go back and read all of them later. I promise. I know it's getting very, very late for folks who are in Newfoundland, so I imagine some of them might catch the replay, and a lot of folks will probably come and catch the replay, which is absolutely wonderful, because all of the things that we're doing today, they're good every day. It just so happens that it's a bit more powerful than when we do it together, which is really sweet. This is a Bridget blessing for you. I just wanted to bring together all of the wonderful energy that we created with the fire, with the water, with the healing, with the home blessing, with bringing in the energy of Bridget, with lighting the candle and the flame. And this one is just in prayer and hopes for you, especially in those times when you feel like you just can't. In those times when you feel like you're just not able to move forward the next step, or you're in pain, or you're challenged by the grief or the loss of someone you love, or the grief or the loss of the way things used to be. This song is for you, and may you shine. Just going to get the lyrics because I have not sung it in a very, very long time. Maybe not. A lot of these songs I've never sung live because I have so many songs. There it is. I was all ready to do the song, and then I realized I kind of might need these lyrics. So while I'm also breaking, I want you to know that I do write and record a song every week. And those are available to my Patreon subscribers. There are over 140 songs that are exclusive songs that are only available on Patreon. And I did one earlier, the goddess, she is calling you. Do you hear the sound of the goddess calling for you? That's only available on Patreon. I believe on the little ticker tape on the bottom right about here. It will pass by and it will show you the link for going to Patreon and becoming a subscriber. So for $10 a month, you can get all of those backlogged songs, including a new song every week. And I will upload the Eternal Flame song that I sang earlier to the Patreon subscribers as well. So it will be on the Bridget Songs compilation. It will also be available to Patreon subscribers. I love my Patreon subscribers. Without you, I have no idea what I would do. With this world situation, I rely on my Patreon subscribers, and I like to give a lot. So there's a lot of goodies there in Patreon. The Bridget Blessing Song. When the clouds are rumbling and tears start to fall, and you fear that love is gone, take a moment, call her name. Bridget will guide you home. And may you shine, shine, shine with the power of Saint Bridget. May you shine, shine, shine with the goddess in your heart. And may you know your name when she gently walks beside you. May you shine, shine, shine with your radiant light. When the waves are with you. Let them take you over, carry you to sea. You'll find Brigid there, and may you shine, shine, shine with the power of Saint Brigid. May you shine, shine, shine with the goddess in your heart, and may you know your name as she gently walks beside you. May you shine, shine, shine with your radiant light. Give her your hands, give her your heart, give her your worries and your cares. Give her your hopes, give her your dreams. Call her name and Bridget will be there. And may you shine, shine, shine with the power of Saint Bridget. May you shine, shine, shine with the goddess in your heart. And may you know your name as she gently walks beside you. May you shine, shine, shine with your radiant light. Oh, oh, oh. May you shine. May you be Bridget's flame. May you become the flame and embody the flame. Well, I'd like to do one more song in closing, but before I do, just a couple of things. One, I want to thank all of the hosts that made this event possible on their pages and their groups and opened their hearts to my invitation to co-create and collaborate in this way. So all of you out there who are in Goddess Without Borders with Yeshi, I want to thank you, Yeshi, because you were the first person I told about this idea to multi-stream to different groups with themes. And you said yes the first time, and we did a solstice concert with you. So if you're all interested, you can go to Goddess Without Borders. You'd have to look up the solstice event, but there is a solstice concert there. So thank you, Yeshi, for sharing me with your tribe. And thank you to the Sanctuary of Brigid Page, who also, when I did the solstice concert, asked if they could be part of this Brigid concert and have been so wonderful to work with. Thank you to the Sanctuary of Brigid. Go check them out. They've got a wonderful page. Also want to thank the wonderful group, Bridget's Grove Creative Spirit Circle, wonderful Molly and her group and all of her wonderful creations and how she supports so many people in creative expression and in connecting with the goddess. So Molly and your tribe that's out there on the Bridget's Grove group, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for allowing me to come in and share with your tribe. And then I want to also thank my friend Regina in Newfoundland, who is deeply rooted in goddess tradition and in Bridget lore. She's got a group called The Way of Bridget with Regina. She is in Newfoundland right now, and I've been connecting with Regina for some time. And when I met her, I didn't know, but she'd been using some of my Bridget songs in her workshops that she does. So To the Newfoundland tribe, hello, hello, hello. And then I've got other groups of my own where you might be. You might be in Tribe Celia. You might be in the group that is the Patreon exclusive group watching this now. You might be on YouTube watching this now. You might be on my Celia Farran music and comedy page, or you might be on my personal page. So I want to thank you all for showing up, and all of you out there who hosted to make this possible. If this is something that you would like to host, next concert I plan to do is a love concert for Valentine's Day on February 4th. I will take a new approach to love because I always do. And we'll do a lot of love songs and a lot of heart songs, and really coming to a spiritual connection with love, unconditional love. And I believe I will call that concert Only Love is Real. So watch for that. And if you're interested in hosting a themed concert in the future, I plan to do more of these. And might just do more holidays like this. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. And also, thank you for your donations. It helps me continue to do what I love to do. And just a little something I want to share with you about music and how to support musicians. I want to just tell you a little bit about, I could do the shameless CD plug. I hadn't even thought about doing that. Maybe I will, just because it's fun. So I want to share with you the logistics of what happens with streaming and how it affects musicians. So when you listen to a song on Spotify or any other streaming source, musicians typically get about 0.007 cents. So you would need to listen to one of my songs something like over 2,500 times to equal $10 in my pocket. So I am not saying that streaming is bad, okay? That is not at all what I'm saying. I'm saying if you're going to stream the living snot out of it. Make playlists for your pets for when you go out and run errands. And then make a playlist for overnight and keep your computer on so that these artists can get the plays that we need in order to eat. The other thing you can do is buy our music and download it directly. You can buy CDs and have them shipped to you. You can buy downloads like I'm offering you on Bandcamp and name your own price. You can support us on Patreon for our subscribers. You can donate for concerts and things like this. It has been my wonderful fans who have allowed me to continue making music and creating. I am so blessed. I am so blessed for all of the support. And even if it's not a lot, every little bit goes towards continuing to create good music in the world. So with that, here's my shameless CD plug. You'd think that was it, right? But no, that was just information. This is the shameless CD plug. I'm going to use the looper. Her name is Cindy. She's at my feet. And I imagine, when you walk into a casino and you hear all of those bells and whistles and sounds of all of the different machines, I imagine they put a subliminal message in there. Like stay, get rid of all your money in the machines, buy more alcohol. I imagine there's some subliminal message in there, but I thought I'd use the same principle because there's this mesmerizing sound. You go in at all of those frequencies happening at the same time. It is sort of like you go into a trance. So I thought I'd use that same principle, but my message is going to be completely overt because I'm a Midwest farm girl, so I'm pretty earnest. So my message goes something like this. Buy a CD, 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 buy all the CDs, all the CDs, all the CDs, all the CDs. So you don't mind if I just run this at the end when the credits roll? There are no credits. Did you just suddenly feel like going to Bandcamp and downloading all my music? Isn't it weird? I kind of feel like doing that, and I have it all. And there is a lot of music. My shameless CD plug. There is a lot of music, and lots of different music. There's comedy, there's spiritual music, there's devotional music, there's social justice music, there's... I do lots and lots of different things. So if you're new to me, there's a whole circus of Celia that you can explore later. Oh, Anna's saying, sign up for Celia's mailing list and get Everyday Goddess and 2 other songs. Yeah, that is true. You can do that. Thank you, Anna. And yeah, I won't sing Everyday Goddess, but if you sign up on the mailing list, I'll also let you know when the next concert is. And that's a really good way to stay in touch. You can find me on all the different Instagram. There's a little ticker tape on the bottom that gets you all connected up to me. And I love meeting new people, and I love bringing new people into the tribe. So let's talk about tribe. I just really want to thank you all for taking some time out of your lives to celebrate with me and to bring up some healing energy and to really devote to loving yourself enough to take a moment to invest in yourself and into those that you love. So this next song is about tribe, because what I say in live concerts is if you're resonating with my music and my message, then I consider you my family, whether you like it or not, and you're my tribe. And if you're resonating with these messages and these ideas and this music, and then somebody else out there in the interwebs is also resonating with it, then they're your tribe too. So you might be in the chat room and seeing all these people scroll away and not feeling necessarily connected to them, but you are. I once had a friend who I said, "Why didn't you reach out to so and so?" She said, I wouldn't want to invade like your friends or your." I was like, wait. That's not how this works. How this works is my friends are resonating with this energy. Your friends are resonating with this energy, and we bring those people together. Whoosh, we resonate so much more brighter. So yes, please connect with my friends. There are friends. And a lot of things often happen in the chat where people will chat together or meet new people or reconnect with old friends. So I love that. That's one of the things I love the most about what I do is the connections and the tribe and growing that energy, because we are powerful. We're very, very powerful, and together we're unstoppable, and we can do a lot of good in the world with that kind of energy. So I think my mom was out there tonight. So hi to my mom. Her name is Cecilia. If you saw somebody named Cecilia commenting, Celia Farran, don't be alarmed. That wasn't me. That was my mom. And I want to thank some of my friends who I know have been out there supporting. David, thank you. And Julia, thank you so much. And Laura, thank you for all your support. I know you shared this to a lot of groups. And Anna, my sister, always so happy to have you with us. So many wonderful people in all the different groups that have made this possible. A lot of emails back and forth to get this all working. And I think it worked. I'm so happy. So stay tuned, February 14th, an Only Love is Real concert. We'll have some playful stuff in that one too. I wrote this after I left Newfoundland the first time because I cried, because I felt such strong community. And with what I do, and when I used to travel a lot, the hardest part was leaving, creating resonance, creating tribe, creating this feeling of family, and then having to go. This is called Merry Meet and Merry Part, and I'll leave you with this. Well, we met as strangers, but we'll part as friends. You captured my heart, now you are my kin. Oh, but I must go, though I wish that I could stay. It's a long and lonesome road, and I must be on my way. Merry meet and merry part, may we merry meet again. We'll have no long goodbyes, just an honoring of clan. And I will miss you, and I hold you in my heart. Merry meet and merry part, merry meet and merry part. May the wind be at your back, may the road rise to meet you. No matter the weather, may good fortune always greet you. May the rain fall soft upon your field and the sun give you grace, and I'll think of you fondly with a smile upon my face. Merry meet and merry part, may we merry meet again. We'll have no long goodbyes, just an honoring of clan. And I will miss you when I hold you in my heart. Merry meet and merry part, merry meet and merry part. And every soul we meet changes us forever, and with each heartbeat, I'm so glad you also see the preciousness of each moment we're together. Thank you for being here with me. Merry meet and merry part, and may we merry meet again. We'll have no long goodbyes, just an honoring of clan. And I will miss you and I hold you in my heart. Merry meet and merry part, merry meet. Well, we met as strangers, but we'll part as clan. Thank you so much, everyone. It has really warmed my heart to be of service in this way, to create a concert that was all around healing and intention and connection and community, and Bridget, of course. Gupta Blaz saying, so powerful and so delicate. Merry Meet, a Facebook user, is saying, Peggy is here. Wonderful evening, Celia. Thanks so much. Good to listen to you outside my sauna outside your sauna for a change. Ah, that's awesome, Peggy. Peggy's up there in Newfoundland. It's scrolling by so fast. Laurel is saying, Merry Meet again, everybody. Yeah, it's all scrolling by. I will listen to all of these later. Oh, Encore. That's possible. We could do an encore. If I get a lot of people saying encore, I'll do it. Because I'm fine. And you all can leave whenever the time is right for you. It's not like you're a captive audience. And if you need to go to the restroom, just take me with you. The healing waters, right? Got to release those waters as well. Yeah, we're getting a lot of encores. Okay. Annette is saying, this is what I needed tonight. I'm so glad. Encore, encore. Oh, all right. We will do an encore. And this song, by the way, that last song that I just sang, Merry Meet and Merry Part, is only available on Patreon. So you got to go to the Patreon link, patreon.com/Celia Farran, and that is the only place that song is available at this time. I plan to put it on an album at some point. Give me a second here. I need to wet my whistle. All right. Tuning again seems to be really, really touchy right now. Did you all see my post about the ghost in the looper? I could show it to you. I could actually play it for you. I just might. I did erase the one that had the F-bomb on it. Okay, so those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, I was working on the loops for this concert, and the looper can only store a certain amount of minutes. And I was in the middle of working on the loop, I think the Eternal Flame loop, and the looper just stopped. Cindy the looper, that's her name, Cindy Looper. She just said, no more. And I was like, what's going on? So I figured it out. And I figured that I needed to go to different channels within the looper and erase things. Sometimes I will do sketches and I'll write songs and get desk counts going on the looper. And I thought, well, there might be some things in there that I don't need anymore. Most of them I was attached to, though, so I did not erase them. So I went to the front of the looper, track 1 through 10, which I all thought was factory installed because there are things like rock and beat and blues, chord progression, things I don't use. because I always create my own rhythms. And so I got to like track 11, and I pressed play to listen to what was on there, because there was something on there, and it wasn't me. It wasn't me, and it was not factory installed. There was a ghost in Cyndi Lauper. It was a male voice rapping and using the F-bomb, and it was poorly executed. It wasn't a really, really clean loop. And I imagined that it was somebody that my looper was pre-owned and I didn't know it. And that somebody had bought the looper and was practicing with it. And that's why it was probably not really well executed. And I don't blame them, because it's not easy. It's really wicked freaking hard to do the looping and do it well. And most people buy a looper and then they play with it for a while, and they usually throw it across the room and put it in the closet or return it. So mine has probably been thrown across the room and not erased and returned. 15 years. This man has been in my looper. Give me a second. I'm actually going to have to go down here and do this. One second. I can't wait to share this with you, because I was stunned. The look on my face was like, I couldn't believe it. Yeah, this is the one that had the F-bomb on it. I'm not sure if the rap part is in there yet, but here, I'll play it for you. I kind of like this rhythm. I was like, oh, this is cool. Oh, this is factory. That one was pretty good. Let's go to this one. I know. I need to get to the encore, but I just got excited. I want to share this with you. Okay. So this is what I'm hearing, like. It's recorded on really loud
What we got, like what? Pop and sizzle hot.
I don't know if you can hear the rap in the background. It's probably not nearly as exciting for
we
you.
got, like what?
I kind of like that guitar part. Anyway, I'm not going to erase them until I play with them a little bit more. Whoever you are, mystery man, band, whatever, I've been carrying you around the country and the world for 15 years. Had no idea. But they had a really, 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 really long loop, which when I erased that, there was space for the Bridget songs. Okay. I just went into some huge digression there, and I'm going to get the lyrics for this next song. This next song is called The Power of the Goddess, and I thought it was so appropriate for a Bridget Goddess Blessing event. So a little bit of backstory here, and that is, we are calling in the divine feminine. If you are in a female body, then you were born with all of the eggs that you will ever have to procreate with in your life. So what that means is, while you were gestating in your mother's womb, all of the life that you will create was already there in your mother's womb. So what that means is, when your mother was in your grandmother's womb, the life potential that is you was also there. So there is a lineage in the matriarchy that can't be broken. And when I heard that, that just blew my mind, and it made so much sense, because as the feminine, those who are in female bodies, we have a power within us to create that is inherent. So if you are feeling like you want more creative energy, Bridget is a wonderful goddess to ask for that from, but also know that it is you. You are creative. You are creation. It can't be taken away. That just simply is. And so that's what this song is about, and it's called The Power of the Goddess, and I get really passionate when I sing it. I was singing it earlier today, and I was weeping because it was just so true. I'll leave you with this. Thank you. Great-grandmother, you held my mother in your womb. Grandmother, in your womb, my mother held me. And in the times I feel forsaken, you remind me to awaken to the power of the goddess flowing through me. Power of the goddess flows through me. Precious, we are sacred, wild and free. Your great grandmothers rocked your mothers in their wombs. In your grandmother's wombs, your mothers rocked you. Now hear these words that I've spoken. The matriarchy can't be broken, for the power of the goddess is within you. Precious, we are sacred, wild and free. The holy grail of life's within us, great-grandmothers, sisters, daughters. The chalice well of life flows through us, force of nature, love and pleasure. The holy grail of life, she is stirred and shaken to awaken the power of the goddess in me. The power of the goddess in you. Through our mysteries and blood, we are a force of womanhood. We are precious, we are sacred, wild and free. The holy grail of life's within us, great-grandmothers, sisters, daughters. The chalice well of life flows through us, force of nature, love and pleasure. The chalice well of life, she stirred and shaken to awaken the power of the goddess in me. The power of the goddess in you. Through our mysteries and blood, we are a force of womanhood. We are precious. We are sacred, wild and free. And hear me now. This cannot be taken from you. This cannot be taken from me. And though so many have tried, the power within us cannot be denied, for we are precious, sacred, wild. We are power, we are precious, we are sacred, we are wild, wild, we are power, and we are free. The power of the goddess. That song is available on Patreon, but it's also available on my Goddess Songs compilation. So that's on Bandcamp if you want to go check it out. Thank you so much, everyone. Take the guitar off. And I'm just so grateful, so grateful. Mark your calendar for February 14th, where we'll have another wonderful concert devoted to love. And I am dancing with the idea of doing a playful concert with more comedy and more play, like We Need More Men in Kilts and the Coffee Song and songs like Everyday Goddess. We'll do more playful stuff on April Fool's Day, April 1st. So mark your calendar for that as well. Get on my mailing list, celiasings.com. That will get you 3 free songs, including Everyday Goddess, which I didn't get to today, but I'm sure I will get to it very soon in one of these upcoming concerts. So Peggy's given me some images. I don't know what they are. So Powerful, Nevermore is saying. Cinda's saying, thank you so much. So, hey. Mary's saying, Men in Kilts. Yes, Men in Kilts. Not this show. Our dear sister, thank you, love you. Some of these don't have names. Laurel is saying, brava, brava, thank you. Rebecca, Aunt Becky's here, awesome, clapping. Sanctuary of Bridget is saying, thank you, Celia. By this point, I've played for 2.5 hours. I don't always come up with the best words, and I trip over myself. A little low blood sugar. Thank you so much, beautiful night, what a lovely gift, is Nevermore is saying. I never like going over and pushing the button to say goodbye to you all, because I love this so much, and this is what I really love to do, and I don't get nearly enough opportunity to do it, but it is time to say goodbye. Bridget, blessings. And I'll close with this. Bridget, it's not a Bridget blessing, it's a Tibetan Buddhist prayer that my friend Tamra shared with me, I think yesterday. So we'll close with this, and we'll get some music set up for you so that you can listen to that while I go through all the cables and wires. Because it's going to take me a while to get around everything too. To say goodbye and push the buttons. So I'll play a little bit of that meditation that we did for the healing. This music is on the Letting Go album. Thank you, everyone. May you be at peace. May your heart remain open. May you awaken to the light of your own true nature. May you be healed, and may you be a source of healing for all beings. Tibetan Buddhist prayer. We'll see you next time. Much love. I'm back. Peggy said, open the circle on your right. We will now say goodbye to blessing to Bridget. I almost forgot. Bridget, thank you for being here with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bridget, from below, from above, and from our hearts, thank you for being here with us. We are so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Bridget from the west, your healing waters have healed us. We're so grateful. Thank you. Bridget of the south, your fire, thank you. Thank you for all of your fire blessings. And Bridget of the east, your inspiration and your air into our lungs, bringing us life. Thank you. Thank you. Bridget of the north, your earth, this new springtime of the year, thank you for all of your blessings. And farewell to you, Bridget, and all of the healing guides, teachers, all of the elements, all angels, all ancestors, all animal spirits, plant medicine beings, mystical, magical creatures. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here with us now. We wish you well. We are so grateful, and we wish you farewell. And with that, we truly close the circle. Blessings. Thank you for the reminder, Peggy.